Hi everybody. Please forgive the state of me. I'm literally having a day of pottering around at home today, but I've got a lot of jobs I need to get done, and I thought I'd just bring you with me. You might enjoy it, you might not. Gosh. For a start, I need to straighten up these pictures. Look how wonky they are, goodness. Oh, look at poor Simon. Right, you might look at Simon and think, he looks fine, what's the problem? But last night, he had an accident. Little Lemon got this quite fun flying robot for Christmas. And you switch it on, and then it takes off. Whoa, off it goes. Where's it gone? There it is. But what happened last night, because these blades on the top are very vicious. I can't catch it now. Come back. Ah, it's attacking me. Ah, ow. Right, yes. It's a vicious little thing. And last night, this little robot with these vicious propellers decided to fly over towards Simon and get entangled with him and slice up some of his beautiful leaves. So if you can see there, I've chopped a few stems because they were literally just sliced to smithereens. Poor Simon. So this toy is now banned from this room. Otherwise, he's doing great. I do love this plant. It's going to get too big, though, one day for me. I don't know what I'll do with him then. I don't want to part with him. Weeping Fig, still doing lovely. You know, if you remember when I got that plant, I said I'd never been able to keep one alive before. Well, this one's staying alive. Spider plant not doing quite so well, but over Christmas I realised I'd forgotten to water it, so we'll see if it perks up. Spike, as usual, doing brilliantly. I've added these little butterflies to all my plants because I like to do that sort of thing. A bit strange like that. Moses is doing great. Also, lovely little butterfly added there. Simon hasn't gone without butterfly. And this one I haven't named yet. Little butterfly sticking out the top. I do like my plants. Let me show you a little project I have been doing in this cupboard here. Now this is a storage cupboard and it's often a mess. I mean, it doesn't look great now. But these shelves in the cupboard, they were just full of cardboard boxes storing bits and pieces. So what I decided to do was I bought some boxes to match those storage boxes down there. And I've put them on the shelves. I'm going to get a few more actually, and there's some up the top. But I think it just looks a bit nicer because Lemons, not me, but all the other lemons, they tend to leave this door open all the time because they're always going in there. The freezer is kept in there. They always go in there to get something out the freezer. Drinks store is in there, the spare drinks. They're always going in there. Oh, towels. We keep towels on that shelf. There's not many on there at the moment. I'll tell you why in a minute, why there's not many towels on that shelf. But they're always going in there and they leave the door open and it drives me crazy. But what I thought is if I make it presentable, if I make it almost look like an extension of the room, then when the door is left open, it won't look so bad. I'm even going to go as far as hanging a few pictures that aren't too important to me on the wall in there. And then it will really look like an extension of the room, I think. That's my thinking anyway. Maybe that's a bit weird. But yes, so yeah, this is the towel shelf. Now I'll tell you where all the towels are. And this is also going to make it into another video actually, because I'm getting a new washing machine tomorrow. So, last week there was a vomiting bug going through this house. I didn't catch it, but several other lemons did. And with vomiting comes dirty sheets, dirty towels, you know, you're mopping things up. Or, you know, you're cleaning lemons up after they've vomited and then they vomit again on that towel. So a lot of towels got used, bed sheets, blah, blah, blah. And, of course, naturally then I went to wash said towels and bed sheets, only to find... Oh, let's shut that, actually. Only to find my washing machine decided that was the right time to completely die. Doesn't switch on, no lights, no, no sign of life. Tried plugging it into a different socket. Nope, doesn't work. So it's died. It was only a second-hand one I'd got, so I've used the opportunity to purchase a fresh washing machine. That's coming tomorrow. But yeah, what a time for the washing machine to die. I think I'm going to do a video of the washing machine. But you can't wait for that. So yeah, you'll get to see all that tomorrow after it's been delivered and installed and everything. So yeah, that's why the cupboard hasn't got many towels in it. They're all waiting to be washed, covered in vomit. Lovely. Let me introduce you to this monstrosity. This is the front room, also the playroom, also the spare room. And this is the room I'm working on this year. I can't even show you the other half of the room because it's a complete mess at the moment. But basically, since I moved into this house, I've done nothing to it. I've just, put a few pictures on the walls. Nothing else. But I'm thinking a nice warm colour, and that is going. That's going really quickly. I've ordered a day bed to go there, so it's a bed, but it's got like a side that goes along the back like a sofa, and then I'm going to cover it in some really nice cushions and a really nice sort of throw. And then if anybody comes to stay, God, I look a state today. You'll have to put up with that. If anybody comes to stay, the bed is already there. This is a sofa bed, and it rolls out and it takes up the whole room, and it's really uncomfortable. So I figured, let's have a sofa that we're going to enjoy sitting on, but also people would enjoy sleeping on. So yeah, that's going. And I think that shoe rack is going to stay, but once the day bed's in, we might not be able to get any shoes on it. So we could probably keep shoes underneath the new day bed. Oh, let me show you this as well. Behind here is horrendous. Now, this isn't my fault. This is, oh God, there's all toys under here as well. This is my landlord not wanting to sort the damp out, but there is nothing I can do about this aside from keep on cleaning it. I will paint over it when I paint the walls. I think what I'm going to do, because I don't want the back of the new daybed from being ruined, when I get my new washing machine tomorrow, hopefully it will come with sort of big, thick plastic sheeting wrapped around it. I'm going to keep that. And once I've painted this bit here, I think I'm going to attach that plastic sheeting in front of it. So there will still be damp behind it, but it's not going to damage my new sofa bed. And then every now and then I can take the plastic sheeting off, clean the mould off, put it back on again. There's nothing else I can do because it's a problem with the building. I'm also going to seal this off somehow, because if you see under here, this is disgusting, guys, but slugs come in under there. So I need to get some sealant to go under there. This isn't to do with me. This is landlords who don't care about their tenants and their properties. But, we're not all in a position to be able to move into the ideal property that doesn't have those sort of issues. So I just make do the best I can. I do what I can to make it a home. That's probably my biggest bugbear about this property, though. Landlords, sort your properties out. Don't have your tenants living like this. Got children in the house, it shouldn't be allowed, to be honest. There should be a regulation that says landlords have to look after their properties and their tenants. But we appreciate what we have. That's the thing. We appreciate that we have a home and a roof over our head. We do the best we can. Right, I've just been photographing the sofa bed, and I've put it on a Facebook page where you give away free stuff. I've also sponged down the seat because it had stains on being used in the playroom. Obviously it's had pen and grubby finger marks, but it's free. Someone might want it, hopefully, because I've got the new day bed coming tomorrow. But for now I'm going to push this back against the manky wall, and yeah, hope that somebody wants it. I'm also wanting in this house to get some really nice lamps. I'm thinking when the day bed's here, it'd be nice to have a really nice lamp over there. And in the living room, I'll show you. I'm thinking I'd like a really nice lamp on there as well. So in the evening, we can have some nice lamps on. So that's going to be something actually I'm going to do one day soon. I think I'll go on a nice charity shop, junk shop hunt for some really nice lamps. I don't want anything modern. I want something fancy and bohemian and quirky. Just colourful and vibrant and fun. That's all different kind of explanations going on there. Descriptions. So we'll see what we find. I'll do that one day soon, I think. Here we go. What did I say about lemons constantly leaving this cupboard open? Some of you may remember this item that I found in the street that I featured in a previous video. And I was asking, does anybody know what it is? So this turned out to be a baguette holder. So you put the baguettes in the top and then the bottom drawer pulls out. So any crumbs that have dropped in there can easily be cleaned out. Now, I don't really buy many baguettes, especially I don't need a holder for them. If I buy them, it's because we're going to have them that day. And I've tried to think of another purpose for it, couldn't think of one. So what I did was I put it outside in the street, which is what happens in Norwich. You don't want something, you put it in the street for other people to take, which is why I've got quite a few things that I found in the street. So I put it outside and that day it went and I thought, great, it's gone out my life. It's a nice item, but I've got no use for it. Tried to think of a different purpose, couldn't. Get rid, decluttering. But then later that day it came back. It's the baguette holder that you can't get rid of. So after leaving it in my little front garden for a while, I thought, no, hang on, let's bring it in. I've got an idea. Because when I did my garden video the other day, I'm thinking, now what do you think of this? Give me your opinions on this. I mean, it probably will need to be coated with some waterproof, weatherproof paint. But the top open with, well, we'll make the top stay open. Or maybe remove it even. But plants growing out of there, so this would need a bag in it full of soil. And then with the drawer permanently open with more plants growing out of there. In fact, if I put a bag in here with soil in, I could punch holes in it and we could have sort of trailing plants coming out of there. What do you think? Do you think that that would be a good idea, or I'm being a bit silly? Let me know what you think anyway. I mean, that might have been a bonkers idea, but I'm just trying to think of a way to use it without getting rid of it, because it's an interesting item. I would quite like to use it for something. I'm looking out at the garden now and trying to think where I would put it. This window is filthy. Little Lemon has had his fingers all over it, and we had some snowflakey things on it over Christmas. I need to give it a good clean, so excuse the mess. But yeah, somewhere out there, maybe in this sort of bit here, you know, before you get into the grassy bit, maybe up against a wall here or something. So I really do want to turn this room into a nice space for sleepovers, playing and relaxing in this area, because this is the area that's directly opposite the television and where little Lemon likes to sit to do his gaming. So yeah, that's the plan. I need to think of what colour to paint the walls. I'm leaning towards a sort of mauvey, a warm mauvey pink at the moment. And then I want on the floor to get a nice cosy rug, so that when people come to stay over, it doesn't just feel like they're, you know, sleeping in a playroom. It feels a bit like a bedroom, like a nice, comfortable, restful place to be. So that's the plan. Tomorrow, the day bed arrives. Not sure if I've already said that, so I'll be showing you that maybe tomorrow, maybe in a future video, putting all that together and putting it all together. And I think eventually what I'll do is I'll do a video of the entire makeover of the room. So you'll see it in bits happening, but then I'll put a whole video together of the whole process, which hopefully will be quite nice. So, and I'll show you the other side of the room when I've tidied it up, because I'll give you a quick flash. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with. Basically, while I've been decluttering the rest of the house, I've been putting bits and pieces in here that need to be sorted. So yeah, they now need to be sorted. In fact, I need to sort that corner before tonight, because that's where I sit to do my Monday night live stream, and it's Monday. So I better get cracking. I can't stop looking at how hideous I look on this. Just Emma. It's not about that. It's not about that. They know you're beautiful sometimes. You don't have to be beautiful all the time. Incidentally, this is a plant I got for free off Facebook Marketplace. Oh, I've just sat on the wet sofa. Wasn't a good plan. And it had 2 or 3 leaves on it, and they said they couldn't keep it alive. They didn't know what they were doing wrong. I just brought it into my house, stuck it there, and it's gone crazy. Does anybody know what this house plant is called? I mean, it is a bit battered because being in a playroom, unfortunately, it suffered a similar fate to poor Simon. But it is thriving in here, so I like to leave it there because I think we get a lot of light from this window in here. And this is Simone. Simone I was given for free as well. The lady who gave her to me said, you know, she's basically a complete wreck, almost dead, might not survive, but she's really picked up. She's going crazy, more crazy than Simon even. Looking a bit pale on some of those leaves though. I think I neglected her slightly over Christmas. Sorry, Simone. This is Lewis, the same person who gave me Simone gave me Lewis. Lewis was called Lewis when I got him, named after a Rastafarian friend of the lady who gave him to me. She said he had hair very similar to this, so I kept the name. And there's Nancy. I moved her in here. She used to be in the other room, but I put her in here because she likes a lot of bright sunlight. That's the first plant I bought. She's doing very well. Yeah, I do love my plants. And up there, Sabrina. I nearly forgot her name for a minute. Yeah, neglected over Christmas slightly too. We lost quite a few leaves. They've gone a bit crispy. There's a few more there. I might have to have a bit of an overhaul of poor old Sabrina. Yeah, a few dead crispy leaves there. Sorry, Sabrina, for the neglect. But these plants are great because what I can do, I can cut them on the bare bit there. If you cut them and you just put them straight back in the soil, make sure you water it plenty, and they just take root. I just love the colour. Not sure if you can see on here, but gorgeous sort of pinky purple colour. Oh, I do love houseplants. It just makes you feel sort of welcome and homely, and they're supposed to clean the air as well. It's supposed to be very healthy to live with houseplants. So yeah, I only got into them about 2 years ago now. Nancy, that I just showed you, I got her in February 2023. So 2 years I've had her. She doesn't grow, quickly, but I like her nice and bushy. I like a nice bushy plant. It's probably time I took my birthday cards down as well, to be fair. Okay, so now I've done a little bit of tidying. I can dare to show you this side of the room, which is horrendous, but it's all on its way to being sorted. As I said, that big pile there, that's junk from all the rest of the house. I've literally kept on putting it there to be sorted. Once that's sorted, a lot of the decluttering of the house will have been done. But this is what we need to make over. This is a jigsaw puzzle I did of Blackpool. Blackpool is something I'm very fond of. When there was a child, lots of nostalgia, and I've brought my own children there. This is the corner where I do the live streams from, so you might recognise that a bit. Oh, there's another plant that was given for free, no name yet, and that's a nice trailing plant. Pothos. Her name is Polly Pothos. And for the last 20 minutes or so, I've spent ages picking Lego and marble run off the floor. The floor was absolutely covered in it, so that's what I've been doing for the last 20 minutes. It's now the next morning, and I've just had a message from Argos to say they're arriving very shortly with my washing machine or my daybed. I'm not sure if they're coming together or separately. So I'm just having a cup of tea while I wait to try and wake myself up because I don't feel great today. I've got a bit of a headache, very tired, stuffy head. I think I need more sleep. So yeah, I thought this might help. I don't drink much tea, but when I'm feeling like this, I do. So yeah, they're arriving soon, and then we will find out how my new goods are.
be any issues with them installing it. We'll find out though, won't we? Ready?
So there we are. There's the daybed waiting to be erected. And yeah, cupboard's been left open again. What did I say? But let's take a look. Now, excuse the floor. This is a rental property and the floor is horrendous, but I'm thinking of getting some vinyl tiles to stick over this. But most importantly, let's have a look at my shiny new washer. Ooh. It's a Samsung, which apparently plays a pretty little tune when it's finished. That's not the only reason I bought it. But let's get a maiden wash on, shall we? Ooh, shiny. Here we go. Right. This washing machine is about to lose its virginity. Live on YouTube. Well, it's not live, is it? But I bet you can't wait to see this happen. So let me give my little knob a gentle twist. Let's go for mixed load and we will adjust the temperature. Let's have it at 30. And then where's the start button? This must be the start button. Would help if I read instructions, but you know, I'm a woman, I have intuition. There we go. Woman's intuition is right. Here we go, guys. Whoa. Off she goes. What shall I name her? I'm thinking of naming her Wendy, which seems obvious. Wendy the washer. Things are happening. This is the pinnacle of YouTube entertainment, isn't it? A woman sitting on her kitchen floor watching her washing go round in her new washing machine. But brilliant. I love it. I love it.